Welcome everyone to this exciting interview segment. Today we have the pleasure of sitting down again with Janae Armogan, star of the movie My Mother Stole My Life. Join us as we delve into Janae insights into her character and the challenges of filming this movie. Thank you for being here with us, Janae.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. So, can you tell us a little bit about your character in My Mother Stole My Life?
Yes, okay. So my character's name is Imani Clark, and she is a boutique owner, and she helps a young lady who is running away from something she witnessed that is traumatizing. And I kind of catch it, not at first, because she's a customer that comes to the store. My character is very sweet, very laid back, but also very observant. And it could be because of her life experiences, which you will learn as you watch the film. And she befriends this young lady, realizing that she's in this path and she recognizes the, I guess, symptoms, for lack of a better word, of the type of fear she's in, something she could relate to. So she comforts her and reassures her that she's here for her if she needs anybody because she came to this town alone and she's looking for work, and we become friends and I learn all about her life, and it kind of goes from there. I don't want to give too much. You already know I don't want to give too much because I want you guys to see it.
Yeah. And what initially attracted you to your role in this movie?
I believe it was her kindness. I am a firm believer in being kind in life in general, because when you ooze kindness and positivity and it rubs off on people, it makes people feel good. And then they can't help but exude it to somebody else. It's kind of like a domino effect. So I loved the fact that she was welcoming and that she was very, very, very friendly and very kind. Kindness is the key word. I loved her kindness.
Great. And what do you hope audiences will take away from watching this movie?
Oh, that's a good question. I hope that they would take away the positivity that comes out of the tragedy she had experienced. I think it's a huge eye opener in letting people know that no matter what you go through in life, everything is temporary. So if you're having a bad time, know that it's temporary. And there are people around you that will help you get through what you need to get through. You know, whether you believe in God or the universe or spirits, there's always some form of positivity that will overcome any bad situation. And you should take it as a learning experience as well as a form of growth. So I hope they take in the happy ending of this movie, even though it's a pretty dark film. It's a pretty dark story. Because it's kind of one of those situations where you're like, "Whoa, how are you going to get out of that? That's heavy. Oh my goodness, that's heavy." But there's a happy ending after all, which is really nice to see and reassuring for anybody who's going through something.
Great.
Yeah.
And what was it like working with the rest of the cast and crew on set?
Oh my goodness. Like the comedy in this set was by far probably the funniest experience I ever had. For it to be such a like a dark film, everybody had a sense of humor. Everybody had a comic relief in making you laugh, which I thought was really important because it's like when it's that heavy, it's draining and you're like exhausted and you're tired, and then you just feel really like blah. And then there was always a moment where David, one of the cast members, he would always say something funny before rolling in a serious scene. So it was kind of like testing us and being like, okay, wait, don't, and then try to be serious in the scene or what have you. But I had my moments. I had my moments where I was like, nope, we gotta do it again. David, don't do that. Do it after. Do it after. But it was the comedy. It was the funniness in everybody and trying to just make it light. That was fun.
Great. Yeah, great. And what can you tease about your character journey?
What can I tease?
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. You just have to watch it. You have to watch it. I'm sorry. Just gotta leave something. I gotta leave something. Yeah, no, for sure.
And what was your favorite scene or moment while filming this movie?
Oh, I can't tell you that because then I'm gonna give away the story. I can't do it, but I will say, okay, okay, I'll tell you what. I had a few. I had a few. Um, one of my favorite scenes was when I opened up to the character about my story and reassuring her that she's not in this alone. Even though our situations were different, they were still both dark in different places. So I feel like that was my favorite part in just reassuring her that she wasn't alone. And that was the opportunity where she started to trust me. I thought that was a very powerful moment as well as vulnerable for me. One of my favorite scenes. Yes. Yes.
Great. So the last question,
Mhm.
can you tease something about your next projects?
Oh, you're just gonna have to wait and see. How's that for a tease? I have something coming out next year in February, on Lifetime,
Yeah,
and that's all I'm gonna tell you.
it is the perfect killer,
Maybe.
maybe.
Gotta leave you in suspense. Gotta keep you hanging on. It's got like that cliffhanger, you know what I mean? I can't give it all to you. But it's definitely one of sorry, it is definitely my favorite experience thus far that's coming up. It is something I've always wanted to accomplish, and I had the opportunity to, and I'm very proud. And I am looking forward to showing the world what I have to offer in this next one. How about that?
Great.
That works? Okay. Perfect.
So this is it. Make sure, all of you, to quote My Mother Stole My Life on Lifetime Movie Network tomorrow night.
Yep. 8 o'clock.
And thank you, Janae, to join us today.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you and everybody that's watching. Thanks so much for taking the time.
It's a pleasure. And
Bye.
thank you all for watching. Bye.